Welcome to Figuring It Out with Billy Ahrens. This is episode 7 of my digital diary, my digital journal on figuring things out in the Earth School. I'm in Pretoria. I'm sitting outside recording this podcast from a phone. That's how technology has changed over the years. Okay, so today on episode 7, I decided to write the letter to myself, to my 10-year-old self, and it has taken me the longest time to write this letter. I think about 2 weeks or so, or even longer. I would want to write it and something would come up or something would just stop me. You know how we are as human beings. Sometimes we doubt ourselves and we just wouldn't do anything. So today I decided to write this letter and gave myself permission or the courage to actually write it. So the reason why I'm writing a letter to my 10-year-old self, it's all part and parcel of my journey of healing in this life. Because when we have childhood trauma, it carries on into our adult life, and we sometimes have to go back to the places where the trauma started so we can actually heal. And I've always imagined that something happened to me when I was 10, and that 10-year-old self me needs healing. So this is future me writing 10-year-old me a letter to tell him that everything is going to be okay. Life is going to be okay. You are going to be good, Billy. Sounds funny. I'm talking to myself. Okay, so time to get serious. Okay. Dear Billy, a letter to my 10-year-old self. Hi, Billy. How do I start this letter? Right now the year should be 1987, 1988. I'm writing you this letter to tell you that you are going to have an amazing life. Yes, you may have had a rough start to life, but that's not how your story will end. That's only a part of the story. That's how it is in life. We have to go through stuff so one day we can tell our stories. Yeah, but right now you might think that life is unfair, whatever you're going through, that it will never end. Don't worry, it's all a part of your story. One day you're gonna wake up and truly give Billy Ahrens permission to shine. You're gonna give Billy Ahrens permission to be Billy Ahrens. One day you're gonna stand in your truth, and no matter what people say, you're going to be unshakable. You're going to be who you meant to be. Now, if you would allow me to tell you the story of my life, your life, you see, I would need you, yes, the 10-year-old, in all the stages of my life, because that's the essence of my imagination. I am. You are a creative person. You dream about big projects, and one day you're gonna your imagination is gonna allow you to take leaps of faith. It's gonna allow you to inspire people. It's gonna allow you to do big things. Just hanging there at the core of your being, you are a creator. You are an artist. And no matter which road you choose to walk, artists and creative people will always find you. So you will always attract creative and artistic people. Okay, let's start with your name. Your ID says Billy Simon Ahrens, but over the years, people will give you new names. Your late father is also Billy. I guess if he was alive, your name would be Billy Malala Jr. Now here's a list of names you'll be called through your life: Mendoza, Bills, beasting, beyondness, Billy Bob. Okay, so as I said, artists will always find you. And when I'm referring to artists, I'm referring to all kinds of artists, not just singers and rappers, but just creative people will always find you. And one day you're going to get to a position where you're going to lead a team of artists. So hang in there, because without the stuff you're going through, you won't be able to write or lead creative people. Now let's talk about artists. Where do I start? One day they're gonna invent a app called Twitter, and on Twitter you will be unafraid to tweet artists and tell them about the amazing work they're doing, and there are some people that are going to take note of it. The first one, the first artist, the story starts like this. It is Eugene Kosa. He's a comedian. One day you will just tweet him randomly about I think it was during the time of presenter search, and he would appreciate it. Eventually it'll follow you back, and one day out of the blue you'll ask if you can come see one of his shows, and he will be like, yeah, sure, he has free tickets. And you're sort of gonna develop a friendship with him. You're actually gonna go see more shows of him. You're gonna hang with him backstage, and that story will actually spark or actually show you that that's the road you were meant to take. You were meant to hang with artists. You were meant to work with artists. The how might not be clear, or the actual brand that one day you would work with, that might not be clear when you meet Eugene Kosa. The next artist that you'll also be lucky to meet, it's Donald, the R&B house artist. You would also follow him. You would brag about his music, and over time he would actually tweet a appreciation tweet. He would retweet you. He would talk to you on Twitter, and also you'll have the opportunity to go to his sophomore album launch, and also another album launch, the first of its kind in Africa, where he launched this CD live on radio, where the actual event was broadcast live, and nobody has done that. So you're gonna witness history, bruh. So things are gonna work out for you, man. You must just hang in there. Now, as you were growing up, you're going to discover the hip hop soul. You're gonna discover an artist called Mary J. Blige. Her music, it's basically going to save our life. Yes, you're gonna use her music to help you go through the most in your life. But as I said, you must just hang in there, because it's just more proof that you need to be around artists. Okay, with Mary J. Blige, you're going to have the opportunity to see her live the 3 times she visits South Africa. The first year you won't get the best tickets, but you're still gonna see her on stage. The second time she comes, when she'll come all by herself. The show is gonna just be about her, and you're going to be right in front of the stage. You're gonna be singing your heart out with one of your best buddies, Tim. You're gonna witness Mary just singing all her hits, and you're gonna be there in front cheering. And that's not all. One year she's going to come to South Africa on your birthday, and you're gonna get an opportunity to see Mary J. Blige live on your birthday. That's not all. on Twitter. About 4 times Mary J. Blige will retweet you. Yes, I said 4. The legend herself is going to retweet Billy Aarons 4 times. And it will just be, that nudge to say, yeah, you are worth it. You are somebody. You are on the right track. Now, talking about artists, you're going to get comfortable now talking to artists on social media. There's an artist called Shabzy Medallion. You're gonna develop a friendship with him also, and one day you're going to invite him to Evoke Radio for an interview. But it's gonna be a relationship that will develop over the years. He's an artist. You're gonna meet artists like Sleazy, Luciano, people that wanna hang with you. You're gonna meet Shade. You're going to meet Bruno. You're going to meet Slug. You're going to meet BK Supremo. You are going to meet Charlie T, Aura Black, Easy, Shagsy, DLI, Gully. But remember, your story is still being written. So that's just the start of you finding your true passion. You going into being in service of something far greater than yourself. Okay, so that's the part about artists. You are still gonna meet a lot of artists, bruh. Yeah, things will look out for you. Now, you're gonna do things people would not necessarily do out in the world. You're gonna start blogging, bruh. You're gonna post your poetry that you always kept hidden. You're gonna put it out there in the world. Your little kids that people will find it there. It will be digital. It will be out there in the world. Yeah, you shy bully. You're going to do that. One day you're gonna decide to have a music website called Rhythm and Beats. You're gonna write, bruh. You're gonna write articles about artists. And the Rhythm and Beats thing will lead you to what we call this? Evoke Radio. Now, with Evoke Radio, this is a journey that's gonna start. It's gonna take a while to get onto Evoke Radio, because you've met artists. You're gonna meet this guy. His name is Valentino, and you guys would promise each other, one day we're gonna work together. But each year something would come up, and you guys won't get the opportunity to work together. And it will get to a point where Valentino actually starts his own radio station, or digital streaming radio station, called Evoke Radio. One day he's gonna no, come work with me here. You're going to agree, and for some reason Rhythm and Beats would have to take a back seat. This journey will start out like this. He's going to ask you to do content production for one show, and you do not know nothing about content production, boy. You are going to be so lost, so dear makar, but you're going to find the courage. You're going to figure it out. You're going to be on the toughest show on Evoke Radio, and you're going to figure out how to be a content producer. And with the work you do, that's going to become the standard for Evoke Radio. You figuring out how to be a content producer. And as time goes on, you are actually going to become the head of content, and later you're going to start a whole new journey with being a program manager. Now, the journey with Evoke Radio, bruh, guess what? the first day you get to Evoke Radio, when you're supposed to actually start your journey, you're gonna meet a person that's just as crazy as you are. Tinky, that's the host of Evoke Radio. She's gonna tell you, hey, it's like, brah, I'm tired of looking at the walls and talking to myself. Why don't you jump on the mic with me? You're gonna be scared, like, me? I must jump on the mic. I don't even like my own voice. And you're gonna learn how to be a host. You're gonna jump in the deep end, brah, and you're gonna swim. You're gonna produce great shows. You're gonna be a radio host. You're gonna learn about radio so fast, because you are going to be in your purpose. You are going to be vibrating from a field where you're in your element, and you are going to be happy. You're going to be excited to go to a place where you can be an artist, where you can be free, where you can express yourself. And you're going to get to a point where people are going to want to learn from you. So you are going to be fine, brah. You're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to heal. You're going to, things are just going to work out for you, brah. But you must just hang in there, the rough days. You must just ride the wave of the rough days and figure out, and it's going to lead you to the place where you need to be. Yeah. I'm not done. I still got a lot more to tell you. Yes, you have lived a life. You are going to live your life. One day, some days you're even going to say, I've lived my life, like I'm ready to go. But stories are still being written. Now, in your life, at some point, you didn't go to school, you didn't go to university, but you did learn on, there's going to come a stage in life where things in the world is going to change, and people are going to start learning on digital platforms about things they want to do. And you are going to have digital teachers that's going to teach you about life, about spirituality, about relationships, about sex, about so many things. And it is going to make you a stronger person. It's going to help you become the person you need to be. So let me just tell you some of your teachers: Oprah, Shaman Durek, Sam Collier, Eric Thomas, Deepak Chopra, Vex King, Esther Perel, Master Shrai, Ianla Venzant, Tom Bellew, Prince Donnell, Jay Shetty, Eckhart Tolle, Stephen Bartlett, Gary V. Vishan, Tony Robbins, and Brene Brown. All these people are going to have what I'm actually doing now, podcast. And you are going to learn from these people about these things in life. You are going to evolve as a human being. You're not going to stay the same bully. You are going to become Bully Arons. And on your journey, you're not going to do it alone. There are people that's going to come along your way, and they're going to help you become Bully Arons. So let me just give you a list of some of the people that's going to have a positive impact in your life. It's a random list. The list doesn't go according to importance. There's a guy. You share a star sign with him. His name is Franklin. And you guys are going to have basically similar lives. You're going to have similar stories, and you're going to be supporting each other. But what's going to happen, there's going to be a time when you guys become friends, and then just boom, you guys are going to disappear out of each other's lives. And then boom, you guys are going to be friends again. And then when the friendship starts again, it's going to be more real and authentic. You and Franklin are going to help each other through the new challenges in your lives in a new world where technology has taken over. You and Franklin is going to be your beloved friend, and you is. You guys are going to talk about anything. You guys are going to figure out. And as I said, you guys are going to have similar lives. Without knowing it, both of you guys are going to start podcast. And bear in mind, I'm very shy about my voice. You guys are both going to start podcast. You're going to give each other relationship advice. You guys are just going to be a light to each other. Sometimes you'll be the flame, or you're just gonna, you guys are just gonna uplift each other as human beings. You guys are gonna help each other shine, because both of you doubt yourselves. Both of you think you're not important, but you guys are gonna, Franklin is gonna become your brother, a person you trust, and you guys are gonna uplift each other, something that's very rare. One day you're gonna meet Jacob. He's also gonna, you guys are also gonna encourage each other to just be the best people you're gonna be. So you see, Billy, you're going to have a support system. You going to matter to all these people, and all of them, they're gonna matter to you. You are not alone. There might be times when you think you are alone. You're gonna meet a person by the name of Tumi. You're gonna bring out the wild side in each other, but there's gonna come a point where you're also gonna support each other later in life, and still be friends, and still be there for each other. Okay, in the radio world, you're gonna meet Jews, an amazing young talent that's going to help you in the early days of radio, just to find your feet, your confidence, and everything. And it's gonna be vice versa. He's gonna inspire you, you're gonna inspire him, and one day you're gonna make great radio together. You're gonna meet Baseli, somebody that's gonna help you actually man up and do the things that needs to be done to get the job done, and that's gonna help you with the radio business. You're gonna meet Daniel. He's gonna become your best friend. Y'all don't talk the way y'all used to, but he's gonna be there for you in a very, very important time in your life. He's gonna uplift you. He's gonna help you not fade away into total darkness. As you can hear, like all these people in your life, they are here to uplift you. Growing up, you're gonna have a childhood friend, Denzel. He's gonna put up with your crazy ass. You're gonna discover music, and you and Denzel will, the one thing you guys have in common, it's music, and that's also gonna help you one day to be in service of Evoke Radio and make it the brand it's intended to be. You're gonna meet Gabriello. Gabriello is somebody that's gonna encourage you with blogging. You're gonna encourage him right back, and you both are gonna write amazing stories on the blogs that you both create, and you're gonna read each other's stories and give each other critique and give each other permission to be creative. Oh. And then you're gonna meet a person you also call your other best friend. You're gonna meet Licious. This guy is just one of the sweetest people on the planet. One day, you're just gonna chill, and he's gonna find a folder that you've hidden away with poetry. He's gonna read some of the stuff and tell you, no, bruh, you can't hide these things. You need to type this out and put it in a folder, or you need to do something with it. You need to put it out in the world. And by the time he tells you to do that, blogging wouldn't be a thing yet, but that's gonna be the catalyst. That's gonna be the moment that's gonna help you to actually put the poetry onto the internet and actually write stuff on the internet. And one day, there's gonna come a time when you guys don't talk to each other, but one day you're gonna remember he's the person that actually encouraged you to write. If it wasn't for him, I don't think you would be brave enough to put yourself out there. You'll always remember that yes, there was this person that encouraged me. You can just say if you give a thank you speech one day, you would thank him for encouraging you. Then you have Nash. Nash is also going to encourage you about business stuff, and he's going to be your bra through the highs and lows of whatever projects you want to do in life. He's going to be there when you want to just break down and tell him about stuff that didn't work out. He's just going to hold your hand. He's going to encourage you true and true. And then your other buddy, Ronaldo, and you are going to walk. It's one of the friends you're going to have a digital relationship. Yes, those things are going to be possible in the future. You're going to have a real digital friendship. You guys might not meet each other, but you guys are going to support each other through very, very dark days. He's going to also uplift you. You're going to uplift him, and you guys are going to walk together in this life, trying to be better people. So Billy, you must just hang in there. Oh, and then one day you're gonna meet this crazy woman. They call her Dinky. She's not Leka up in there. No, I'm joking. Dinky is gonna give you permission to become a radio host. You might not see it, but she's gonna identify that talent and say, no, bruh, you have to do this. You sound so good on a mic. She's gonna encourage you to do the things that need to be done to make a great radio show. Yeah, and then you're gonna meet this other crazy. One day you're gonna say he's gonna give you heartburn and stuff. You're gonna meet Valentino. Yeah. Valentino is going to become your brother for life. You guys are gonna run a radio station. You guys are gonna build it. So you see, one day properly you're gonna do things. You're gonna do things great in the world. He's gonna see your talent. You're gonna feed off each other. When you guys finally, you and Valentino, when you guys finally work together, think there's going to be movement. You're going to talk about stuff, and I don't know, for some reason, you guys are just going to be in sync. Some days you might disagree but for the most, your minds are going to be so in sync. You might be thinking of something, and he's going to think of the same thing, and whatever it is, you both are going to help the Evoke Radio brand grow. But Billy, you must just hang in there. Yeah, and as the years go, as time goes, you're gonna just meet all these amazing people that's going to help you. Billy, you are not alone. Yeah, you're gonna meet Tuso. Tuso is also gonna help you through certain things in your life. You're gonna meet Tim. You and Tim are gonna be brother. One day also you're gonna maybe lose contact, but I hope, because that part of the story is not written yet, I hope Tim will come back into your life and you guys are just gonna vibe again like you're used to. There's gonna be Percy, when this nasty virus, there's gonna be a nasty virus called COVID-19, and Percy is going to be your bra during those months. He's gonna encourage you. You're gonna become brother because of I think something you've posted on Facebook, and then you're gonna become brother and encourage each other. He's gonna also give you some cooking tips. By the way, you're gonna be you're gonna rock in the kitchen. You're gonna make now course. Yeah. We can't forget about Tabiso. Tabiso is gonna be your industry friend. He's gonna have this amazing brand on Twitter, and you guys are gonna encourage each other. And the way you guys meet, it was at Donald's album launch. You guys are gonna click, and he's gonna be a true industry friend. Yeah, if you in the entertainment business or the media business, you have people you call your industry friends. You're gonna be industry friends. The relationship will be real. It won't be fake. Yeah, it's just gonna be bully, but you must hang in there. Yeah. So I didn't know this. Just encouraging your 10-year-old self. It's gonna be such a liberating feeling. Yeah, but in life we all have teachers, and I want to talk about one of my greatest teachers. One day, somebody's gonna come into your life. How life works this way. We as human beings, we plan life to the last detail, but we do not plan for the random stuff, the people that's going to walk into our lives and actually change our lives. So I do not know how to start this story, but there's one person in the entire world that I owe like the biggest chunk of gratitude. I think if this person never came in my life, I wouldn't do the things I'm doing now. If this person never came to encourage me to do better, I don't think I'd be the person I am now. So you guys are gonna become best friends, and he's gonna encourage you to become a writer. He's going to encourage you never to give up. You are going to meet this friend of yours in the kaka stage of your life, but this friendship is the most important friendship you ever gonna need in your life, because without it, you might not do the things you're doing today. Without him, I don't think you'll be able would even record a podcast. So if that person comes, it's gonna be your greatest teacher. And in life, because it's the earth school, we are here to learn. You must be grateful for every person that walks into your life, because they are here to teach you a lesson. They are your teachers, and you are their teachers, and that's what life is. Life is all about learning and becoming a better version of yourself, and one day just to be truly who you are meant to be. So that's your journey, buddy. Yeah, so As I said, your greatest teachers. Some of my greatest teachers will help me forgive things I thought I could never forgive. The people that come into your life, they will allow you to heal from pain you thought you would never get over. So it doesn't matter however painful the situation might have gotten, you are going to come out on the other side. Not completely whole, but you are going to come out different, better, stronger, and you're going to fall and get up. 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 You're just gonna get up and get up and get up and pushing, and you are going to do amazing things. Just remember, Balearians, you are becoming. Your story is still being written. It's not the end. Just never give up. Yeah, I think I've come to the end of the letter to myself. Before I disappear, believe one day people are going to DM you and ask you to mentor them. So you are going to be all these amazing things. You are going to take leaps of faith. You are going to be a great person, Balearians. Balearians, you are becoming. And with you becoming, you are going to figure it out. And remember, this is episode 7 of Figuring It Out with Balearians. If you did tune in and you did listen, I appreciate you also. So with figuring it out, I think I'm going to be vulnerable. I'm going to talk about everything in life, how I figure it out. I know some of my amazing friends are going to come back into my life, and we are going to do amazing things. Sometimes things would not make sense, but the only way for you to understand if things make sense is if you actually jump into it and figure it out, because that's how you're gonna win in this world, Bully. Yes, this was Bully Arons, and you were listening to Figuring It Out. I'm out.